Friday is upon us, guys, once again. So here's some raw news for yous. Welcome back, guys, it's the Raw Geek here. Yes, here's a raw news video for you. What type of news do you have that's so raw? I hear you ask. Well, you're about to find out. So you may well have heard about the fact that they're doing a Tomb Raider reboot, and they're kind of going for the style of the newer games, I think it's 2013, 2015, the new Rise of the Tomb Raider games. Lara's a bit younger, that kind of thing. They're going for that type of style, and there are some photos that have been released of the person, Alicia, playing Lara Croft, and here are some of the pictures. And, well, I am not convinced, guys. This is another reboot. We know they do reboots. I'm not too fussed about them doing a reboot for Tomb Raider, because A, I won't care that much whether it's good or bad, but also B, it's not like it doesn't need it in some ways, because the Angelina Jolie ones, in my opinion, were awful. So, you know, fair play to have another crack at it. It won't change the games and them being an inspiration and brilliant when they first came out and I played them. So it won't ruin that, but, you know, it's just a reboot after reboot lately. But that's fine. No movie companies have got any ideas anymore, so they've just got to rehash the same stuff over and over again. Whatever. But no, that's not the reason why I'm not convinced, guys. I'm not convinced because it just looks a bit weird to me. It just looks like someone's doing like a photo shoot in cosplay. Like, I know it's difficult for someone to look like a character which is a game character because they're not real, but she doesn't look like Lara Croft. Like, I know that's a weird thing to say, like, what does Lara Croft look like because she's a video game character, but not like that. She doesn't look like Lara Croft. I can't explain it any other way than she doesn't look like Lara Croft. Again, that's not a reason for it to be bad. It don't have to be exactly the same as a game, and it's, you know, an homage and an adaptation of the game. So, you know, it could be someone completely different playing it. It could be an Asian man called Lara Croft or something. But my point is, for some reason, it just looks very staged and cosplay to me. It doesn't look like a professional job they're doing. It just, I don't know, it just looks weird. And from one rant about a fictional character which I quite like, to another fictional character which I really like, Spider-Man. Now, I did the reaction to trailer 2 a couple of days ago now, and I think it looks really cool, and I was saying on there, I don't think they've messed it up, it looks really, really good, and of course, as you know, I love the fact that he can be in the MCU movies. But guys, we don't know if he will be that much in the MCU movies, because there's rumours and talk that there's no new lease extension to the current contract they had ironed out, which I believe ends in 2019 or maybe even 2018, and it basically was a little contract that Sony fought up with Marvel so that Disney could have him in the MCU basically, and it said yes, he can be in a couple of movies, that type of thing, but there's not, well, rumours don't usually come from nowhere. Sometimes they are completely wrong, but for some reason people have said, look, it doesn't look like they're going to have him after in the MCU after this contract. There's no plans for that at the moment. Of course, if the movies do really well with him in, they'll probably keep it. But if the movie standalone does really, really well, they might think, well, we don't need an MCU. He's done brilliant by himself. Let's, you know, take him out of the MCU and just go our own way of it again. So the only thing we know he will be in is Avengers Infinity War, and should be in part 2 of that. And then maybe he will have tie-ins in his sequel to Homecoming, but after that, it might be just nothing to do with MCU anymore, and I think that would be a real shame. It's one of the reasons why I'm not a massive fan of the X-Men movies, because although it's fine to be a different universe, which it is, I just wish it was the same universe. I wish the on-screen adaptations of them, at least the big screen, should be in the same universe, because it's just really, really cool. So if they take Spider-Man back out of it again, which was always a problem before, I just think it's going to be ruined. I think it is 2019, because I think that's when the second Avengers Infinity War movie will be out. But yeah, another reason why we think, or people think it's true that that'll be it, after that he will go, is because they're still going ahead, this is Sony, they're still going ahead with their own movies which they've got the rights to, such as Venom, Black Cat and Silver Sable. So if they're doing those types of movies, which, you know, probably will feature Spider-Man, and they're not letting those rights also be used in the MCU, why would they continue Spider-Man being in there? Because it's going to be strange him going back and forth. Or they really want to going to sort of lend him out to MCU to shoot movies when they want him in their own movies. I don't think they've got time to do both. I just don't think it's practical. So I don't know. And I did actually mention when I heard about Venom movie, I did mention way back then, I predicted that although Spider-Man's in the MCU, how is it going to work? I can't see them allowing it forever because they want to do their own movies. So I think it could be short-lived, and I think it's a massive mistake. We have to see how it goes. We have to hope that because it's so good, Sony are like, well, it is really cool, fans really love it, let's lend them out to MCU now and again still. Let's keep it the same universe somehow, and do our own thing, and just, you know, they can do their own Venom movie, and Venom just never happens to meet, you know, Captain America or whatever. That's fine. So hopefully that's what they decide to do, but it could be troubling times, guys, after that phase of Marvel movies, after Infinity War's done. To be honest, I've already predicted that I think a lot of the characters we know and love from MCU will be out the window anyway after that movie, so it could be a whole new era anyway, which Spider-Man might not have a place in. Disgusting, look. Advert playing. An advert playing in the background while I'm trying to do a YouTube video. Go away, dead mouse. And from one Marvel character to some others. Yes, I briefly had the teaser announcement trailer for the Telltale series for Guardians of the Galaxy game, which is coming out. There's now a proper trailer, or proper-ish trailer, so let's take a look at that and see if it's something that we all want to play. Keep your noise down. I'm trying to record a video. So guys, this is Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series. Keep messing it up. Play Telltale. Telltale. Marvel. I can say that word. Marvel. Telltale games.
Guardians, this is the Nova Corps. You have to help us. This is a Priority 1 distress call, Star-Lord. Thanos is here!
Destroyer of worlds, big glowy gauntlet, wrinkly chin. Yeah, I've heard of him. Time to rock and roll. Well, this is the slowest elevator in the universe.
You cannot possibly know that. I am Groot.
Good one, pal.
April. Not long.
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thanos.
Show me how you die.
But what's the gameplay? Don't understand what the gameplay is. So it's 5 episodes. Episode 1 is April 18th. Might as well try like the first episode, right? Because if you don't like it, you don't have to play the rest. So I think I will take a look at that. I did have a go at the Batman Telltale game, but well, it didn't run very well for some reason, and I just got a bit bored of it. But apparently it was really, really good if you stuck with it. I think I'd probably stick with this if it was good, so I will check it out and hopefully it doesn't sort of crash like the other one was for some reason. And yeah, let's take a look. Not long now, guys, is it May? End of May, is it? You get to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Ooh. That's the start of May, guys. It's the 5th of May. But it will actually, that's the Friday, so it probably will come out on the Thursday, so May the 4th be with you, Guardians of a Galaxy Far, Far Away. And from a trailer of a game to a trailer of a movie, this is the new version of Stephen King's It, as in Pennywise the Clown. Now I really, really loved the mini-series, TV series of It when it was Tim Curry playing him. I thought he did a brilliant job, and it was really, really creepy. It wasn't over the top horror or anything like that, but it really did freak me out, and it still is creepy now. If you watch it now, it's still really weird. So I really recommend you watch that. I think this one looks like it's going to be a bit more dark, even darker than the original creepy one. So let's take a look at the trailer. So guys, this is number 3 on trending here. It's It, official teaser trailer. Play. Oh, he's doing the little boat.
There you go. She's all ready, Captain.
Thanks, Billy.
Uh-oh. Don't want to go down there. Ooh, ow. Don't go. Oh no! Don't go down there. Uh-oh.
There's not like any time I've ever been in before.
It's messed up.
People die or disappear 6 times the national average. And that's just grown-ups. Kids are worse. Way worse. We all float down here.
I saw something. There was this
Clown.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw him too.
Uh-oh.
look. It's all connected by the sewers. That's where it lives.
Oh, he's got some inhaler.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Bill?
Well,
Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too.
oh shit! I don't like it. I think it looked pretty freaky. If you know someone who has a phobia of clowns, please send them this trailer to watch. I think it'll be hilarious. No, don't really, because, you know, it might trigger them. They might be a bit upset if you do that. Now, but jokes aside, guys, it does look pretty freaky, and Pennywise, I still think the TV series Pennywise looks scarier than that one. Although at the end, when he was actually sort of coming out as like a monster coming at him, that was really, really freaky to be fair. But I prefer it when it looks slightly more realistic, because Pennywise at a distance almost looks realistic, and you start getting closer and closer, and he's like, oh my god, this is a freak, like, it's really, really scary. Whereas that was kind of scary straight away. I don't know, it's just a different style, isn't it? But it looked really good, and I think it could do quite well. It's a shame everything is getting remade or rebooted these days, but, you know, it's just the way it is. But I think that looks good. It looks good. So guys, that about do it. Click like if you like that. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, clowns can't hurt you. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.